Well, let's do something a bit different today and have a blockbuster finish to the season. We've got two massive games and one that could have been but is now meaningless. So let's just show all three. We're going to focus on the football as we celebrate survival in our first Premier League season. We've got a big summer to come. We'll have tactics and transfers to talk about in the future. But for now, we've got Liverpool and Arsenal as our last two home games. So let's have a party down at Kenilworth Road. Yes, hello and welcome along to part 25 of this FM06 Let's Retro Save from Luton Town. We are here today to finish our third season and boy has it been a successful one. Yes, by the end of it we'll probably drop from 15th to 17th in the Premier League. With 3 matches remaining, we have secured survival as we come up against Liverpool, who in this universe Sven-Göran Eriksson did get to manage, and also a Liverpool side that contains Lionel Messi, who we'll see in action on our turf in a moment. For now though, if you're looking forward to this one, a triple header and a celebration, please do chuck a thumbs up on it. Very quickly, before we get into it, let's have a run through of our recent results, which have been, beyond unspectacular. You were with me as we lost to Palace and drew against Fulham. We then lost 3-2 against Aston Villa, with the old guard getting the goals in Howard and Nichols. Unfortunately, Big Steve is struggling again with injury. Against Wigan, we did get another crucial point with a late Richard Hughes equaliser on the telly. That goal and that game pretty much secured survival before back-to-back 1-0 defeats against Blackburn and against Newcastle, a reverse of the fixtures you saw back in December. Unfortunately, no great shakes on the road. We were defeated by both. But today, Liverpool, Arsenal and City, the final 3. City in 17th could decide our jostling for positions, but the bottom 3 are already down. We are trying desperately to get Curtis Davis, and we have already got another deal pre-agreed for the summer. I've been a busy man, and it's going to lead to a change of shape because, in addition to loads of loan players that have been flitting in and out in recent months, we have got another future transfer in. You've seen that we've got De Cassi, we've got Zonneveld, we've got Robert. Well, now we've got Mathieu Flamini to add to the French Revolution. 24-year-old holding midfielder has been on loan at Fulham this year, done a solid job in the Premier League. He's a brilliant player. It is probably going to lead to a tactical adjustment next season when it's married with the fact that Steve Howard is struggling, Henrik Pedersen struggling. We've just not been able to get goals the second half of the year. So we're going to see a change of shape to one of 2 different options. But we'll worry about that in the summer because for now, our first game today sees this 11 go out. Chris Coyne continues at left centre half as of course Andy O'Brien has had that broken leg. Richard Hughes is in the holding role, but I may go for Ungalula in the next one. Just wanted experience on this occasion. And it's Pedersen and Maloney up front. Maloney struggling for goals, Pedersen in because yet again, Steve Howard is injured. On the bench, I've basically just gone for the youngest options in the midfield positions. So Giroud and Ungalula will probably get minutes. For now though, let's go and get through to the big game at Kenilworth Road and see how Lionel Messi does on the pitch in Luton. Oh, you horrible sod, you've ruined it. You've not even started him. He's not even on the bench. Oh, that's ruined everything. He's not made the squad for the Luton game. How could you do that to me? What has he done to deserve that? Everyone should get to play at Kenilworth Road. Well, that's ruined the party somewhat. It'll be down to his Argentinian teammate, Carlos Tevez, to do the business today. Well, let's see how they get on. Peter Crouch has been relegated to number 64 by the looks of it. Oh, I'm gutted by that. I'd done the thumbnail, the title, everything. And now I'm going to look like a monster when really, it's all Liverpool's fault. As Hippier on halfway goes down the line to Djibril Cisse. Not going to be a positive outcome regardless of whether Messi starts or not though. The only hope we've got is these two causing a bit of chaos up front, which hasn't happened for a while though. Maloney's beaten his man. Salcedo gets back. It's a good challenge as well. Out for a throw-in. 8 gone. Still no shot on goal. As John Arne Riise has a throw on the left. The man that basically saved Luton in real life. His own goal in an FA Cup tie in 2008 essentially kept the club in business while it sold some players in administration. And what a bit of money it was too, as Ferdinand goes long towards Pedersen, loses out in the air. Balls for Gerrard and now Jamie Carragher. The two club legends comparing and contrasting together there. As it's headed in, oh my word. I'd lost my trail of thought as Djibril Cisse, of all people, has won the big header and put it in the bottom corner. Not ideal, Nick Basagno loses out and we're 1-0 down after 10. And here is a dangerous free kick position, and I think we know John Onorisa is going to be close to the target. It's a good save from Kasper Schmeichel, and we're up the other end now with Basagno. Free kick 1-2 with Nichols, and it's back to Anton Ferdinand. Chips up towards Pedersen. Can he win a flick? Not this time. Sami Hyypiä does the business, and Djibril Cissé starts the counter, which we're struggling to cope with. Gets towards the byline on the right. Hughes with a very good block in fairness. And Xabi Alonso starts the attack again. The Talak's become a superstar here. Baraggi gets in on Cissé, but he's still come out with the ball to the back post. Foley brings it down. Tevez pressurising him, but he clears it. Carragher's there again. The Talak in towards Cissé. Down for Steven Gerrard. The Sagno does well with it this time. Gets it downfield. Out for a throw. We're surviving, but at 1-0 down, this could get ugly. Well, here we are with a Liverpool long throw, which Ferdinand clears downfield. Xabi Alonso looking to get the ball back. No real pressure on our defensive line as Gerrard goes long downfield. Tevez flicks down for Risa. Inside to Alonso. Too much space for him for sure. Goes for the shot. It's a little bit wayward, but it's still all Liverpool. We don't really look like we're in this game. I'm just glad the job was done before we're facing them. As Chris Kirkland getting a run out in goal. Finds his centre half and they go long towards Cissé. Coyne does win this aerial duel. Pedersen flicks on past Hyypiä too. There's no one there to chase it. Couldn't get the direction as Carragher plays in to his finished centre half. Carragher out wide again. Looks down the line. Finds the Talak. Gerrard's inside of him. He finds him. Both strikers making the run. Gerrard being hounded by Nichols. Goes for the shot. Comfortably wide. We'll take that. If we can get to half-time at 1-0, I'll be pretty happy. But here comes another Liverpool throw. Right on cue. Ferdinand in. Big clearance. Maloney will chase. He's not going to win that race, is he? Maybe swap the strikers round. Get him on Hyypiä. I don't know. As de Guzman gets in behind. Space in the box. Cissé's waiting. Into the front post. Schmeichel does well. Nichols clears again. Foley will close down Risa. It's out for a throw. We're taking an absolute pummeling here. As we've got a throw on the left-hand side. It would be very unjust if we equalised. Basagno trying to do that though. Finds Richard Hughes. Into Henrik Pedersen. On the rebound. There we go. Right on the stroke of half-time. Henrik Pedersen, he only scores when you guys are watching. He makes it 1-1, so against the run of play. I mean, 2 shots to 7, but we'll take it. We've got a yellow card for Liverpool too. A perfect 10 to the first half. Liverpool's dominance does not count because we are level at the break. Let's go and tell the lads we're pretty happy with that. We'll encourage them. We'll see how they get on in the second half. We'll take more of the same, please. We'll throw on the left-hand side for Baraggi. We've got through the first sort of 10 minutes of the second half without a real incident. The Talak's going back towards his own goal. And he clears long downfield to Cissé. Coyne's there and he's able to deal with it. Inside to Nick Basagno. Out to Anton Ferdinand. And again, bit of time in possession. Tevez closes him down eventually. Foley gets it into Keith Keane. Flicks on for Pedersen. Maloney's with him. Oh, Henrik Pedersen. The confidence is brimming, isn't it? Big shot on goal. The keeper does well. And with 65 gone, I'm going to start looking at changes because we're edging towards the final 20. Maloney struggling again, so Dean Morgan maybe gets a run out, although he's just flicked back up to a 7 there. I'm going to take off Keith Keane for short, and Galula will come on in the holding role. And Richard Hughes, I think, will go in as well. Do I take them both off, bring Giroud on too? I know it'd be great to get a point, but we've got to be realistic. There are more important things here. I can either do Coyne for Heikkinen, or I can do Maloney for Morgan. I think I'm going to do Maloney for Morgan. Maloney's goalless run continues. We're still level though, and I don't want to change the back 3. I know Coyne's not been brilliant, but Heikkinen's not going to improve it. As it's into Luis Garcia, and right on cue it's 2-1. There goes any hope of a point. There's no chance we're scoring 2 in this game. Well, here we are in possession on the right-hand side with Kevin Foley. Just 8 minutes to go, and it's up towards Pedersen, who wins his flick. Again, just waiting for a striker to make that run off them, but it's not really happening. I mean, we'll take a 2-1 defeat as a result. I'm gutted Messi didn't play, but I'm pretty pleased with the outing there. I'm going to sympathise with the team, try and keep the confidence up, because the next game is Arsenal at home. It don't get any easier, does it? Well, into the second game, and Arsenal have had a busy week. They've been affected by the old FM fixture congestion. They have played on Sunday and Wednesday as they continued their Champions League run until last week. So a very difficult time for them. What it does mean, and I didn't realise that before, is that we've got 2 games in 3 days now as well. So I think in this Arsenal game, we might rest a few. and have a go at beating City at the weekend, because that one could potentially lift us up a place in the league. This is a bonus game in hand. We've got injuries already. Henrik Pedersen picked up a knock in the week. He's back, but he's nowhere near fully fit. So we're going to make some big adjustments to this team. Anyone who's not 100% fit is out, and that'll mean 4 or 5 changes. Back in a minute to run through them. Right then, some big changes made here. We've brought in Joe Keenan, a left wing back, with Heikkinen inside of him. Giroud and Ungalula are into midfield. Johan Giroud playing against his former club. And Dean Morgan is going to be the auxiliary target man today. I'm not sure that's going to work out too well. Bentner scored a hat-trick against us last time. Thierry Henry, I don't think, needs an introduction. And Fabregas is starring in midfield. Just wanted to see where Arsenal are in the league. They're third. They need to win this one to go above Tottenham Hotspur. I think that's enough of an incentive for them. As we're 7 minutes on the clock, it's Alexander Hleb on corner duty. In toward Giroud, who heads away. Maybe I forgot he doesn't play for them anymore. We've survived 20 minutes pretty well, but it's another free kick. And set pieces turning into a kryptonite, though. Hughes heads away. Keenan finds Maloney. He can switch it back over if he wants. Here's Joe Keenan with space to run into. Away at Arsenal, we went 2 up in 7 minutes. This time, Joe Keenan commits the foul. I thought he was going to break in. We were given a chance there. Yellow card comes out for the first time. It's for Sean Maloney. Ungalula is 1 away from a suspension, and that's why we rested Kevin Nichols. The rest of them, Keane, Baraji, Coyne, etc., all on the bench today. Just Pedersen rested. Warren Feeney might even get a rare outing, as Alexander Hleb is on corner duty as well. Been a remarkably quiet half an hour, and I'm not too upset by that, as Keenan will chase Kolo Touré again. A little bit of a fun update as well. I'm trying desperately to sign Kolo's brother. Yaya Touré could be on his way to Luton. Wage is a bit of a sticking point at the minute, but he is willing, he's interested, and that's something in itself, as Kasper Schmeichel. Big ball downfield towards Keenan, but Hleb wins it for Bentner. Hat-trick hero last time, looking for Henry. Ferdinand is given all sorts of trouble by him, but eventually we scramble it back to Schmeichel. Munoz in the middle, being chased by Ungalula. Is improving off the pitch, but Henry's broken in again. Anton Ferdinand cannot handle him, and I'm not surprised by that. Headed wide by Fabregas, we survive again, but the pressure's ramping up, as Kolo Touré has got a throw at right back towards Hleb. Down the line, Heikkinen gets there. Bentner beats him to it again. The Scandinavian battle not going well out there, as Schmeichel looks for Ferdinand. Hughes gets the ball, drops deeper, gives it to Anton Ferdinand again, and now Kevin Foley will look for Hughes, but he's under pressure from Fabregas. Henry breaks away, beats Basagno. Thought he was going to do his little Tottenham goal there, as he gets in again. A lucky deflection, and he makes no mistake with that one. Bentner sets up Henry. And I think this is where you have to reflect on where we are at the moment, don't you? Thierry Henry has put Arsenal 1-0 up at Kenilworth Road. I don't think we're in the worst of nick. They say we look a team bereft of confidence. I just think we might not be good enough for this one, lads. As we're back again with Bentner chasing. Goal kick to Luton with 5 to half time. I'm pretty happy with the position we're in. We gave Liverpool a game. We fought against them. And to be fair, this Arsenal team, we've had 1 or 2 opportunities to break. Bentner and Henry doing a bit too much to us at the minute, as Kevin Foley will go up for a challenge on the right. Finds Ungalula and now Joe Keenan. This is not bad for a rotated team. Hughes finds Morgan. We're really missing having that target man that we can play off. As Maloney goes wide to Foley again. We couldn't do it 2 games in a row, could we? No, we couldn't. The cross is poor. Thought we were going to nick an equaliser against the run of play. As Henry goes wide to the left-hand side. Gets it back again. He's now making that dart into the box. Will Ferdinand follow him? Absolutely not. To the back post to Fabregas. And over the bar. All Arsenal at the minute. We've just got to hold on and keep it respectable. And to be fair to the boys, we have done just that. At half-time, yes, it's been an easy game for Arsenal, but we've kept it respectable. It's going to be a pretty important game, this as well. The likes of Doyle and Feeney going to get their sort of farewell appearance, if you like. We'll try and give Keith Keane some minutes as well. And we'll try and rest 3 that might play at the weekend, as Ferdinand can't get there. Deflects, and it's a brilliant save from Schmeichel. I'm still convinced he's going to be a very good signing for us. And if we can get those couple more secured for the summer, with 4 brilliant players already coming in, and desperately try and get Curtis Davis, then I think we're a decent side with 1 more striker perhaps. As Maloney chases the long ball forward, Munoz does well to find Fabregas, and Sol Campbell is on, just in case their defence wasn't strong enough. He's been pressured by Hughes and he gives it away. Maloney can't direct the flick on though. Morgan could have been in, as Foley wins it back high up again. Does look for Morgan, it's just over hit. and Manone clears downfield. I didn't realise he was in goal. A rare weakness in their team there. And they make changes in a moment as Fabregas finds Toure. I do just want to give a couple of players a thank you and farewell appearance as Toure goes to Hleb again in towards Bentner. Flicks it just wide. No hat-trick for him this time. Let's go and make some changes. The first one will be Warren Feeney for Maloney. No doubt about that. We'll give Foley a breather for the weekend with Keith Keane coming on. And then the last one, ideally would be Doyle. And I could rest either Ungalula or Hughes. Maybe Ungalula, just so he doesn't get suspended for the weekend. Or I could give one of the centre-halves a break. I don't know that I want to take Ferdinand out because we can't afford to lose pace back there. So I think what I will do is go Doyle for Ungalula or Hughes. I'm going to go for Richard Hughes because he'll start at the weekend. Doyle's on. Here's probably his last appearance as well. With half an hour to go, though, it's still only 1-0. As Doyle's got a corner kick on the left-hand side. Outswinger towards Heikkinen. Oh, brilliant save. Marcus Heikkinen always pops up with a massive moment there. Big save by Manone. It's out for another corner, which will be taken by Doyle again. It was a good delivery in fairness. This one not so much. And Toure gets it away, but a rare threat on the Arsenal goal and a big chance to score. We might have no attacking threat, but from set pieces we can still do the job. We're now at the point where Dean Morgan and Warren Feeney are playing together against Thierry Henry's Arsenal. That's a situation that is not going to yield many points. And we're under pressure from the corner again. Who's taking it? I think it's going to be Hleb again, isn't it? Looking for that front post. Goes beyond that though. Heikkinen heads away. Feeney will chase, but I mean, his race is run. I don't even know when his last appearance would have been. Probably one of the FA Cup ties in January. It's a long ball forward towards Joe Keane and it's just going to run out of play. Lovely idea on the counter, but again, a horrific execution. 5 minutes to go. Keith Keane gets a lecture. I was about to say yellow card. If we lose this 1-0, you've seen it a lot towards the end of the year. We've lost most games by 1-0. If Valentin Robert can hit form next year, and if we can get a target man or change our shape to someone who's going to be creative as well, we could be a real threat next season because we're not the worst at the back. We're going to sympathise with the lads again. We go into one more winnable game and away at Man City. If we beat them at the weekend, we'll climb to 15th place, which would be magnificent. If not, it could be 16th or 17th. But crucially, we'll still be a Premier League side next time. Well, morale is certainly on the floor going into the last game. But to be honest, I think the season's ending at a good time for us. Not sure we get anything out of this one, but we've gone back to full strength. Pedersen's fit enough. Keane is back in with Hughes and Nichols in the middle. Baraji's back in at left wing back and Coyne at centre half. Morgan's on the bench, although it says he's not very fit. So it might be Warren Feeney again up there. And then we've gone for the young midfielders again. We're doing the best we can. But unfortunately, the injuries have taken a toll on the target men. Henrik Pedersen is declining at 32. Steve Howard is really starting to go now, losing that superior edge. I think this could be a very difficult summer and some very tough goodbyes. For now, though, we get one more send-off. It'll be a shame Steve Howard probably doesn't get his final appearance. Might force me to keep him next year. But let's see if we can get a result at City and maybe sneak back up to 15th. Well, this is an interesting City side with Stephen Reid and Denilson out wide, Sanji High, Joey Barton, Daniel Van Boyten. God, there are some names in here, aren't they? They've got Rob Green in goal, Stephen Ireland and Darius Vassell. Not a front two I was expecting to see. Let's just play the first half. I'm not sure we're going to get the win we need here. And we're under pressure immediately from a Denilson corner. As Nichols clears away, Baraji will chase. If we can win this, which he does to Maloney, we might have a chance at the counter. Maloney looks for Baraji again. The pass is awful. His confidence, Maloney, has dried up so much. We just need a game today where we can nick a few free kicks on the counter and he maybe puts one in the top corner. Because in truth, he's not scored many from open play this year. Maybe only 3 or 4 as Vassell's shot is straight at Schmeichel. And against his former club, he makes a big save. As Green's got a throw on the left to Denilson. City piling the pressure on early. Only 3.5 minutes gone and Stephen Ireland's chasing. Trying to leave one on his old youth teammate there. Kasper Schmeichel does well with it in the end. Looks downfield. Maloney's up there, but he's not going to get that. It's a bit wayward. And Rocha clears downfield again towards Denilson. Work to do for him, but we know he's got a cross on him and the legs. It's into the front post. Baraji clears. Good covering from him. We know he's one of the likely casualties in the first 11 next year. But for now, he's got a job to do. And he'll still be a key part of the squad. As Vassell gets down the left, they've got so much pace up there. And Vassell's got inside of Ferdinand. His second torrid day in a row. Had Henri to mark last time. Vassell this time. And he sets up a goal for Ian Green, who I presume is going to be a youth player from somewhere. He is. He's a 17-year-old left back. And my God, has he come through the City Academy? He is pretty spectacular, isn't he? We're not producing players like that just yet. It's City or 1-up in 5 minutes. We're back from the kickoff as Hughes switches the ball to Foley and he gives it straight to Stephen Ireland. Ferdinand's fallen asleep. This is not the game. You remember those old Premier League matches? As a penalty's given against Basagno, he's going to get sent off. Oh, you lucky boy to get a yellow there. He was about to shoot. You know those games at the end of the year? I think, ironically, Borough had one against City where they just turn up and win like 7 or 8 on the final day of the season. We're on the beach. Our confidence is shot. And Darius Vassell has made it 2-0. We have conceded a penalty and a goal from the kickoff of the first one. And it is 2-0. Any chance of finishing 15th is gone. I think now we probably have to hope that Fulham lose quite heavily. So we stay in 16th place too. Not sure if that will happen. They're 1-0 up at the minute. So it's going to be 17th and look worse than it was. But we're comfortably safe. We just need those signings in to get a bit of fresh blood into the squad. As Elshot crosses, Vassell's up, Schmeichel does well. This is going to be a long afternoon. Half an hour on the clock. We have seen a few minutes pass, but the Nilsson is marauding down that left wing again. 2 in the middle, cross finds Ireland. Good save, Schmeichel. He might even end up being man of the match here. Pedersen's flick on goes nowhere. Maloney commits the foul, and that will be him, I think, suspended for the first game of next season. He's picked up a yellow card. Let's hope it's one of the unwinnable games we start with next time. Kevin Nichols has just had medical attention, but it seems he's all right to carry on. As Elshot brings the ball away from Manchester City, he finds Vassell, who's completely unmarked. Basagno trying to make his way back. He's not able to do so quick enough. Chris Coyne in the middle. I hate to say it, we have really missed Andy O'Brien. He's quicker than Coyne or Heikkinen. He's a Premier League defender, whereas the other two are Championship level. It's made such a difference to the end of our season, going out the cup in a game we could have won, and then losing a few others we shouldn't have too. And I know we've dried up going forward, but that's where we've conceded goals as well, instead of getting those 0-0 draws. As Keith Keane loses out to Barton, and now Ireland finds Sunji High. Wide towards Denilson. Foley closes down, but it's through to Darius Vassell. Deflects to Stephen Reid. Thankfully straight as Schmeichel. We're going to survive to the break, I think, as Pedersen gets it down for Keane. Could we score a goal? Could we end the Maloney goal drought? Nichols picks it up for Pedersen. Challenged, a bit too slow. We just don't look like having a shot, let alone scoring a goal. Well, Baraggi with a throw on the left-hand side. No rest from the highlights here. Rocker gets it in, but he gives it away to Nichols. And that pass to Pedersen's over here. Go the other way. You've got a quick striker running in behind and you're trying to play short to Pedersen. Nichols, inside to Keith Keane. He's going to wait to be challenged as well, is he? No, just gives it away to Rocker. You can really tell the difference the confidence is having here, can't you? Oh, my words. Oh, my words. Darius Vassell has skinned Anton Ferdinand. He's chipped it over Kasper Schmeichel. On the stroke of half-time, it's 3-0. And that, everyone, is why Vassell was a regular in the England squad. He's just a bit too good for our level. Well, I tell the lads that we're not happy with this one, but I'm not sure what reaction we can expect. I don't think we've got a lot left to offer. Nichols is 1 yellow from a suspension, I think. So if he gets to the hour mark without one, I'll probably take him off in this game. Yeah, he is. So we'll try and look after him. Risk getting Ungalula one instead. But it's City starting the second half as they finish the first with Denilson down that side to Vassell. Anton Ferdinand is really struggling. I know Foley's not been the best support back there today. It's not going well. Basagno up towards Pedersen, who wins the flick on. But again, nobody there. Maloney just not gambling, not getting in behind at the minute. It's a confidence thing. He blocks that clearance and it stays 3-0 to City. Well, corner kick on that side again. The youngster Green puts it in. Beats everybody. Thought Vassell was going to get the flick on there. Nichols will go out to close down. And he gets the block in, but it's only temporary as Ricardo Roca, making his way back, finds Denilson on the left side of the box. Good effort. Just wide of the post. Going to look at subs in a moment because there's no harm in getting the youngsters half an hour here. We're going to take off Nichols definitely for Ungalula. We're going to get Giroud on as well. He will replace. I'm tempted to go Kevin Foley again. Put Keane out to right wing back. Richard Hughes will go into centre midfield. And then up front, Henrik Pedersen's knackered. So let's not take a risk. Warren Feeney will come on for him. Maloney or Feeney as a target man. Both of them, 5'9" and 5'7". Feeney might have to do the job up there. Not really working for us, is it? With half an hour to go, we're just taking no chances now. Well, here comes a rare Luton attack, does it? No, I was excited because we were in their half, but Keith Keane just threw it back to them. Now Maloney keeps it in, does really well to win a corner. The one thing he's not done up there is given up. He's not been brilliant the second half of the year. If we can keep him fit next season, though, and maybe get him closer to his preferred role, I still think there's a player in there. 20 to go. He's got another corner. Into the back post. Basagno's going up. Doesn't get to him. Ferdinand back to Keith Keane. Can we start another wave of attacks? Would be nice to get a goal at least. Maloney out on the right. Green intercepts it. Denilson clears downfield. Long ball towards Keith Keane. And Galula able to get there. Oh my God, it's a terrible touch. He's overhit it and now Ireland can get in. Stephen Ireland v Schmeichel. Good save, Schmeichel. Vassell going for the rebound. Anton Ferdinand gets back in. Not the best from Floribert and Galula. Might still be going out on loan next year. 10 minutes remaining. City making changes too. Even Bradley Wright-Phillips getting a run out as Keane throws down the line. Maloney will chase Van Boyten. Jarosik able to clear. Keane up against Denilson. Wins it. Maloney not able to get there though. And Stephen Reid breaks away. Good challenge from Baraggi. Hughes on the left. Down the line to Feeney. The flick on is pretty terrible. He just looks out of his depth, bless him. Didn't finish the last championship season well. It's got even worse for him since as Maloney. 30 yards out to Richard Hughes. Up to Feeney. Could he get his goal? Oh no. A glorious chance goes begging. It would have been the perfect finish for a man that did contribute a lot the first 2 years. As we head into 4 minutes of stoppage time, you have to say it's not good enough at this level. As Ireland breaks away downfield. Charging down the right for City under very little pressure. Wright-Phillips finds Barton. Out to Ireland again. Bradley Wright-Phillips busting a gut to get in the middle. As is Stephen Reid. Comes clear to Jarosik. Basagno blocks. And Ferdinand will clear it downfield. No, he doesn't. He gets caught on it by Jarosik. It's terrible defending. Schmeichel saves the day. It could have been more embarrassing, this scoreline, in truth. But we just need the season over. We've completed our objective. The lads went to the beach early. We know we've got 3 or 4 coming in next year that are going to make a big difference. But there are still a couple of positions where we've got to plug gaps. As Chris Coyne goes up towards Baraggi, I guess the bigger question is, can we get that Deadwood off the books? Can we get out the likes of Keenan, Feeney? Carlos Edwards is out of contract, thankfully. Derry and Doyle are going to be in that boat as well. There's a lot of work to do. And we're going to make tactical changes too. As Ferdinand nearly gets caught on it again. Maloney flicks on. Sylvan Distan deals with it. And Rob Green clears downfield. Keith Keane in with the challenge. When is this game going to be over? So I have no idea why we're seeing all of this. Basagno does well to find Keane. Maybe they're going to give us a goal. Who knows? And Galula to Hughes. Feeney's with him. Doesn't find him. Now it goes back to Giroud. He's got support, but he goes alone. And that might be the worst shot of the lot. Doesn't even reach the line of the 6-yard box. And Manchester City will finish this game with a 3-0 win. Fulham are winning, so we drop to 17th. And in the end, it looks like a narrow escape by 6 points. But I'm pretty happy with how we've done it. We're still watching the game. I've no idea what we're planning to see here. And Galula brings the ball forward. Give me a goal. You've made me watch 2 minutes of pointless football. And we've not got anything to show for it. And Galula finds Keane at one last chance. Please put the ball forward. Keith Keane on the right. What's that? Oh, it's worked. He's still got past Denilson somehow. It's away as far as Anton Ferdinand. Chance to cross. Doesn't get the delivery right. And in the end, it is straight through for a goal kick. And that should be it with the 4 minutes played. Manchester City win 3-0. With the 3 that have gone down, we've got a lot of work to do next year. The 3 sides that have come up got less than our points total last season. But that was a disappointing finish. It's been a frustrating end to the campaign. We're going to need big changes in the summer. We survived though. Luton Town are in 17th place. And we have avoided relegation pretty narrowly. I'm very happy with the total. I'm very happy with survival. We know there's work to do. 4 signings are in. There's more to come. 2.5 million for finishing in 17th place. And that should hopefully give us a bit more of a budget for the summer. It's not going to be tomorrow's episode. A quick disclaimer because I'm working Thursday and Friday. I can't get a summer transfer window done. So there will be one day off before we return on Monday with a full feature-length transfer special. Signings galore, tactical changes definitely, and a lot to ponder at this football club as we look to avoid the slump we had at the end of the season and avoid, most importantly, second season syndrome in the Premier League. If you're looking forward to that and you did enjoy this year where we did survive with Luton Town, then please do put a thumbs up on the video. Let me know where else you think we need to improve in addition to the 4 we've pre-agreed. Do you think we're going to be able to survive next year? And which tactic would you play with all these holding midfielders coming in? I've got a couple of ideas in mind. I'd like to see if some of you agree with me. Don't forget, no episode tomorrow as we get through the summer window. Then I will see you on Monday for the start of season 4. In the meantime, we're live tonight on Twitch and throughout the weekend too. So come and check us out over there if you want to see a bit of FM24. And don't forget to give the podcast channel a watch for championship predictions. And of course, you can find all the other playlists across the years too. Thank you very much for watching and following our first Premier League season. I'll see you next time as the battle for survival, I'd imagine, will only get more difficult.